What's up, y'all? It's your boy Killer B, the goddamn witch finder general. You got a witch, I'm burning their asses up every goddamn time. Goddamn. Once again, Hassan Campbell shit lays them down. Lays them down again. And like I said, I've done many videos. It's kind of weird that I made probably about 4 Hassan Campbell support videos and shit. But he do be saying some stupid shit once in a while. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna take that away from y'all, but for the most part, he right. And it amazes me somebody with his background to catch up so fast to what is really going on. Right? Maybe it's this environment that he now lives in and stuff made him realize these things. But the hood looking stupid as fuck right now. If you support this hood shit, you stupid as fuck. Let me say this one time. Let me say this one more time. If y'all niggas support this hood ghetto ass shit, y'all some goddamn fools. Straight up. Straight up. And I'm not talking about nobody living in poverty or you know, like things happen, right? A parent might be on drugs or be an alcoholic or, you know what I mean? Or whatever. It could be some kind of physical ailment, a mental illness, right? That makes you not able to take care of yourself and your family. That shit happens, right? But there's still accountability. You still have to be accountable for your actions. You have to work harder, right? There's nothing wrong with working hard. And now, I can't speak for the 80s. I can't speak for the 90s. I can speak for the 2000s. The information that I know as an adult now, there's no fucking reason for anybody to be doing bad in America. I look at some of these cities, you got motherfuckers sleeping on the goddamn street. You got motherfuckers got tents on the motherfucking sidewalks. They don't went as crazy as allowing motherfuckers to shoot up on the sidewalk without arrest. What the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? And I don't want to make this a political thing, but there's some political people and stuff that's allowing this shit and co-signing this bullshit. And this thing with FBGD, FBG or FD, FBGD, FBG Duck. There's the names and shit, right? I don't know why they don't call them by a regular name, but it was a horrible thing that happened, a sad thing. But I gotta be accountable. Right? Now, you like, it's fucked up that happened. My condolences go out to the family, and I feel bad for this woman that she has to suffer a death of cop. Even let's just say, right, that she really didn't give a fuck about none of the motherfucking kids. Let's just say that. Right? It's still a horrible thing, and it's still sad that she has to go through, because she gonna feel that some kind of way. It might not have been right then. It might have been right, not be right now. It'll be later or whatever, right? And the things she say and the way she carry herself, I keep doing videos on this, right? Because I'm trying to get y'all to see this shit, how fucking retarded this shit is. Now, and I'm not going to talk about the lady bad like I used to do, call them up for bitches and all types of shit. I'm not going to do that. This woman older than me, right? Just like Leah Israel, the Globe Trekker and shit, that had the motherfucker shooter Israelite in her motherfucking crib. I said some shit about her, and later I apologize. I put in the comments, I apologize about talking about that woman like that. But she's crazy. And she need to learn. She need to fucking wake the fuck up. Now, I only say not crazy, just like dumb. Right? There's different. I would say stupid, but dumb. Because there's a difference. Dumb is like you just don't know no better. Stupid, meaning your ass know better, but you still do the shit. But you still do the shit. So I would say this woman is stupid, and I'll just leave it at that. I try not to say nothing else crazy about the lady. Right? Now, I heard her sign Campbell's. If y'all tuning in, new people tuning in, y'all probably already watched that shit, right? But I'm going to give you my 2 cents on the motherfucking shit, right? And I'm going to add on to what I saw. I'm going to show y'all what I saw, right? Now, I guess you could say her rebuttal video on Hassan Campbell saying that if I was her baby daddy and I'm locked up and she caused 5 of my kids to die to the streets, I'm getting out and killing her, right? Now, that's wild shit. There's a lot of people would think like that. I might think like that. Keep it in 100. But Hassan Campbell had to think about this too. His ass in jail. You supposed to be out there to teach that woman better, to teach your kids better also, right? Now, we look at this woman, FBG Duck. I'm just going to say Duck. I ain't going to say the initial shit. That shit make me crazy. Talk crazy. But Duck was on, a lot of streams, and dude was making money. You see him with the chains and the cars and all that shit. These niggas supposed to be out in the street getting money. They flash all the big bills and all that shit. I looked it up. He was only worth $500,000. There was one thing said $1 million. Forbes said niggas was worth $500,000. $500,000 fucking dollars, right? And now we see the video with Duck's mom crying. Said they hit my car. They hit my car. Well, it looked like you ran into something, lady. It didn't look like somebody hit your car at all, right? And you have insurance. So I don't know why you want niggas to hit a cash app. If your son was worth $500 million. But speaking of cash app, y'all niggas can hit my motherfucking cash app and shit. Because I ain't worth no $500,000 goddamn dollars. I work hard over this motherfucking shit. Right? So I would say thanks to all my supporters. Brainstorm Homeschool Academy, Sister P, Nagy Springfield, Josh, San Miguel TV, Myron Edwards, Siberius the Sleeping Serpent, Yasu, Bill Hill, Victor Always, and that's it. That's it. Because I usually say San Miguel at the end. I said him a little earlier and stuff. All right. So, yeah, Yasu, Victor Always, Myron Edwards. Yep, I got them all. If any of y'all want to join the supporters group, y'all can hit my motherfucking cash app right here, right? I don't care if you send me 50 cents $1. I'll say your name every video or display it on the screen for every video I do from here on out. That's a promise, right? I might fuck up 1 or 2 times or some shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? I think I fucked up once since I started this shit, right? But I came back and put the shit in the comments. But now, this money, now this is gang boss. I remember a video on Vlad TV, this nigga talking about, oh, well, and Vlad asked to say, why don't you leave Chicago? Shit, I ain't got to do all that shit. See, those soft niggas and shit, they got to leave. I ain't got to leave. Because they don't roll like me. They don't roll like you, nigga. So what the fuck is you talking about? So you so fucking gangster. Like, so you're portraying this gangster shit. You're fucking making money now. We're supposed to be rapping. But you still want to be in the street. Want to be in the street, nigga. So if you making money rapping and being in the street nigga, not in the street nigga, in the street nigga, right? Why the fuck you only worth $500,000? And that's on the books. They put that because that's on the books. $500,000. So what was you making out in the street? And where is that money? His mama want, I guess, the rights to all his music and all this shit. That woman should be ashamed of herself to put that motherfucking music out. To put that shit out. The shit that was put out is what caused this man to be deceased now. Is y'all motherfucking stupid? Is this what, like, when you look, all you gotta do, pay attention to what's going around the lady when she talking. You see the kids walk, the little girls walking by with the bonnets on their head and shit. I'm like, yo, this nigga was getting money. Like, is these niggas in the projects? I don't know if they in the projects or not. I don't know. They might be in an apartment building. They could be. It don't look like they in no goddamn mansion, right? It could be their childhood house or whatever. A big fucking square Family Dollar fucking Dollar General fan and shit. Oh, sitting up, leaning up on the chair. That's how y'all living. When you wearing that chain, the FVG junk chain, you better sell that motherfucking chain. The car got hit. I don't know what kind of car that is, but it was a luxury car, fucking goddamn 7 Series BMW or goddamn Bentley and Maybach. I don't know what she was driving, right? But I guess it was probably a luxury car, the way she was talking about it. From the front, it looked like it might have been a Beamer or some shit like that, right? Sell that motherfucker and move to a better location. I don't know where you live. So if she want to reply to me, which she probably won't, but she brought a Hassan Campbell with a whole bunch of shit and not dealing. Well, she told her story, and it was a sad story about the death of her children and stuff, her being pregnant at 15, 16, and I think 17, if I'm not mistaken, right? Oh, I think 17 was the one that passed because she was pregnant with it, with the child, right? Sad thing. And she said but like Hassan Campbell said, why didn't you move your kids up out the hood after the first one? The first one was a shooting. They ain't shoot y'all, but you was in the middle in a park. You in a park with your kids. Will you go back to that park? Will you allow your kids to go to that park and play on the swings from that point on? Would you allow them to go play basketball in that park? Knowing you was there when the shit happened. There was a shooting at a park out here and shit. You don't see nobody in that motherfucker. This the suburbs. You don't see nobody in that motherfucker. No more. You don't see nobody in that motherfucking park. That park empty. Why? Compares like, I catch you in that park, I'm fucking you up. You see her talking on the live and shit. She got 2 phones or a camera and a phone in her hand and all this shit, right? Right? But the house looked like shit. Y'all in the hood. The kids walk on the goddamn bonnets on their head and shit. They got the kids playing more drill music and shit in the background, and she turn it down. Right? You know your mom was on the phone and shit, and you got your video games up, or I think that was them playing video games. They turned the video on and turned on them fucking music, right? And she had to tell them again. And guess what? Them kids ain't do shit. Those kids ain't do shit. They was still playing that motherfucking shit. So that show you right there, there's no control, baby. There was their grandkids, I don't know. But said she got 18 motherfucking grandkids. That shit crazy, right? Now, you see how the children are disciplined. So we understand when Hassan Campbell quoted his song and said, even since I was 12, we was demons. Badass little stealing cakes from stores little niggas. stealing cupcakes and shit from the store, little niggas. Know what I'm saying? Y'all stupid. Hassan Campbell, the same one liquor. Her fist is a set. Yeah. I know you talking about liquor crack. Yup, liquor crack. I saw liquor crack put that video up. Because she called him gay because Hassan Campbell gay. And what she did, instead of dealing with what he said, she turns around and say, "Wait, you were molested, nigga." Telling him to suck her dick and like, what kind of woman, what kind of fucking grandmother talk like that? Hassan quote, "You're making me feel gay." Y'all niggas is crazy, right? What kind of person talks like that? What kind of grandmama talk like that? And you wonder why those kids didn't turn down the motherfucking TV or the radio when she asked them. They ignored her. And she said, "Turn it down." I said, "Turn it down." Because they made a fool out of her on the camera. They made a fool out of her ass on the camera. So she says it again, and the shit stunning. Then they turned the motherfucker back up. And then she don't want to be annoyed, so what? Typical hood ghetto ass mom. They just ignore it. I done told that boy. I done told that child. I'm tired of telling them. So that she just let them go do what they doing. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to do what the fuck they want to do. And they're going to run out of the motherfucking street. They're going to be playing in fucking traffic. They're going to be getting bagged up, thrown in jail and shit. And you're like, "My baby in jail." You can be on news. I know women that brag about their children being in prison. Well, he's a big dog in jail. Everybody come to him. Commissary, haircuts, whatever the fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see this shit all the time. On the internet and in real life. And I shake my motherfucking head and shit. Shake my motherfucking head. Now, if you say something about it, it'd be a whole bunch of shit. It'd be a whole bunch of shit. But they'd be the first to tell you they got money, though. I got money, though. So why you move your motherfucking ass at the house? You got money, though, but you got an old fucking dollar store fan leaned up against a chair. Not ain't on the floor. That shit up on a chair. Old crusty ass fan. What the fuck is going on? Yup, that shit crazy. Like a crack needs to sit her ass down somewhere. What up, Nate Dogg? What's happening? But these motherfuckers is crazy, man. Like, I just don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Like, I can't stand this shit. Like, if niggas can't get it together, like I said earlier, there's no reason to be broke in America. No, absolutely none. They got so many goddamn programs out here. Salute to you, bro. So many programs out here. It's ridiculous. Got the white people that's wealthy fucking mad. This son of a bitch can do what? This nigga can get how much? And what they doing with it? Nothing. They're not doing shit with it. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You can go food pantries like a motherfucker. You go to food pantry every goddamn day of the week. Every goddamn day of the week. And get more food than your ass, a person with a job, could afford to go shopping for. And get better shit. Getting shit that you won't get at the store because it costs too much. These niggas getting it for free. That's right. Fuck Mac Montana. Right? They getting it for free. You get money. You can get a free goddamn computer. You can get free internet now. You a veteran. You get all that shit too. You get housing. You got work programs. You got job training programs. You got all these motherfucking resources. But a nigga will tell you quick, the motherfucking Arab niggas, they come here and the government just give them all, and next thing you know, they got a business. No, nigga, they come here and take care, and they take advantage of the same programs that's there for your black ass. So, Mama Duck, what did you think about that last song that your son made? Do you think that shit cute? Do you know what your son was doing? Some mamas and shit don't know what their kids doing. Right? You knew what your son, because the niggas is on the internet and all that shit. You see it. Your ass don't know. You're not that old from the information age that you don't know how to navigate on a phone. Excuse me. Know what I'm saying? You know how to navigate that goddamn phone. Lady, you got 2 motherfucking phones going at the same time. You knew what your son was doing. You knew what your son's peers was doing. You know what their ops or whatever the fuck was doing. And then they asked you about you sleeping with the ops and shit, right? He said, well, I text him. Texting ain't sleeping with a nigga. Like, you texting some little niggas? You grown as you a goddamn grandmama. And you hitting up your son's ops, some motherfuckers probably younger than him. Man, what the fuck kind of shit is that? You gotta have another baby? Got 10 motherfucking kids. 10 motherfucking kids. 10. Started at 15. Goddamn. Where's those baby daddies at? Why they ain't a nigga sitting next to you? Why they Duck Daddy? I don't know where he is. Jail. He could be passed away. I don't know if he is. My condolences. But where the fuck is he at? Why he ain't sit down and talk? Do he talk like you? Because I don't know. I don't know one woman in my family that will get her ass up on TV, social media, and speak the way that you do. Not even in public. Not even in their house. I ain't never heard my mother ever curse. My mother ain't never cursed. She said, damn it, ass. And she'll use this, and this the only context you hear her say, damn it, ass. It'll always be in the same sentence. Sit your damn ass down. and that, oh, all right, Nick. Sit your damn ass down. And that's as far as it went. And you better not catch me saying damn. Better not catch me saying ass. I'll be fucked up and never happen. And I already knew I ain't never got beat for swearing. I ain't never got beat for swearing because I already knew. I was scared of my motherfucking parents. Shit. Penitentiary says they go to link, Neggy. Anybody else want to come up in here too? This shit crazy is fucking retarded people. What up, Neggy?
Not a whole lot. I was just I was eating lunch and thinking, what's Killa up to?
Burning it down and shit, you know.
Okay, so what
in the chat.
what's going on? I was gonna do a Blackology show again. I love those, so I have to do like multiple.
We the kings of Blackology. We the anti-Blackology machines.
And I got a fun one for this one. I mean, I'll give a little bit away. You heard of the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone? It was this thing where these anti-police people, these Black Lives Matter people, they took over this little area, took over the police station, and they declared the free Capitol Hill. So it was like a police-free zone. And they tried to create this little commune in the area and it didn't quite work because as soon as they created it, someone with a gun showed up to enforce the rules.
There you go. There you go.
It was supposed to be about not having police, not having anything like that, and then that happened.
Yeah. You know why? You know, just like I said the other day in the stream, I think that was Sunday when I did the stream, right? I said, I hope niggas don't never take over the goddamn country because they'll turn this bullshit into Haiti in 3 days.
Well, let me tell you what happened. I'm gonna get into this in my broadcast, but it went from a protest thing to like they were thinking they were gonna grow food on a few inches of dirt on cardboard. Like if this had gone as far as like winter, these people would have all died.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's who's trying to do all this shit. Like dumb and stupid. They should make a movie called Dumb and Stupid and it star nothing but niggas in
it. I mean, yeah.
Like, but I want to get back on this FBG Duck and Hassan Campbell thing.
Yeah,
but
I was curious. What is this?
Cash App in the chat so people have it and we can get your ass to Japan and shit.
Yeah, so, I need to do that. When I jump off, I'll link to it or I'll put my Cash App. I can't do that right now because I'm on my phone. But
all right, but this shit crazy. Like Hassan Campbell, like everybody always find the excuse to talk some shit about Hassan Campbell, but they totally ignore because his good things outweigh the bad shit. He do some stupid shit. He do some ignorant shit. Like once in a while, he go back to where he come from, the ghetto. Once in a while, he'll bring that shit come out. He don't no longer live in the ghetto, right? And thank God, because the man now has got goddamn nigga, you was dropping pot pins.
No. My bad. That was
like
a can.
You just shit for the Muffin Show and shit. Throw around pots and pans and shit. Fucking. He has, I don't know who taught him this. Somebody did, but he said the other day, he said, I thought I'd never say this. He said, I never wish jail on nobody. He said, now these niggas need to go to jail. Know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, goddamn. I was like, what kind of program he went under? Because they need to put that shit like mandatory in every housing project. Every single one. This motherfucker's in housing projects that let their goddamn kids drop out in middle school.
Oh, that's crazy. You want to know what I heard that was just like that, super real and just authentic. I think the dude's name is Omar Johnson or Umar Johnson. He's like a famous dude. He started a school and it turned into a horrible nightmare, but he said something very genuine. He said, some of y'all kids need to be put to sleep.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, yeah.
I don't even want to comment on that because I feel y'all know what the fuck I want to say.
Yeah,
I mean, a little too far.
I mean, you have to wonder what prompted that, but all I know is he's not super wrong.
Yo, that's some real shit. Like, no, I don't want to be that graphic on this motherfucker, but some of these motherfuckers, they do need to curb this shit because people are. It's becoming a culture to be this way. Like I said before, you came out, that woman, you listen to the way that she fucking talk. So the people who she was holding some plaque or something, I guess, of gun violence or whatever the fuck, right? Now, lady, if you sit there holding that plaque, now, how do you think those people that presented that plaque to you feel about you now? Was you up in the board meeting or discussing with these people speaking the way that you speak? Like, no, seriously. I don't get she telling motherfuckers to suck her dick. I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit is this? This is a fucking grandmama.
Wait a minute. What happened?
She told Hassan Campbell to suck her dick. I
Oh
cannot believe
god.
that.
Oh god. That is just like I
There's
don't
no
even need.
woman on this earth. You go to Afghanistan, you go to goddamn Africa, Ghana, Ethiopia, Sudan, motherfucking goddamn Zimbabwe, fucking Tunisia, goddamn Antarctica, motherfucking Mexico, you go to goddamn South America, Argentina, Guatemala, motherfucking Brazil, you go to motherfucking Japan, you go to goddamn China, you go where the fuck, Switzerland, Netherlands, New Zealand, Australia. You go to any of those motherfucking countries, you ain't gonna find no woman that speak the way that woman speak. You will
And
only,
and
you will
if I can go out,
only,
if I can go
only,
out
hold
on
on,
a
nigga, let me finish. You will only find that shit coming out of the mouth of a black woman in goddamn motherfucking United States of a motherfucking America. That's the only place that allow that goddamn shit. Now, there's some ratchet white people too. There's some ratchet bad, foul mouth black people too. But they ass will not get on a public platform and show the world their ignorance. They keep it in their house.
on that note, I gotta say, the only time you ever hear those people come out is when it's on a comedy, stage. Like if a comedian comes out and he's talking about, his family and he's like making anecdotal stories to get the audience laughing, that's about it.
Yeah. What's
That's
up, no Sam?
like the
Yep.
redneck jokes that you hear, those are jokes that people actually, came up with based off real life. But they
Right.
would never put their redneck, granddaddy on the stage and be like, "Hey, act like you do normally." It would be like he'd be like, "Well, I need a beer first." It's like he comes out there with a bud. He's like,
Yeah.
we need to get rid of all these. He started looking around the room
Like
and
I
making
be
sure.
honest, I'm here. Like I speak ignorant sometimes. Well, a lot of times when I'm on my street, but in real life, I don't speak like this. If you run into me on the street, I'm not going to be talking to you like this. Like I talk out here. Like I come out here. I'm a different person. This is a character. Don't let nothing fool y'all. This is a character when I come out here. I speak in my mind, but it's characterized. It's coming out Killer B the Witch Finder General. You won't find Killer B. I say Killer G. Like Ali G. Like you won't find Killer B in the real world. You'll only find Killer B here. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is fucking crazy. Like I ain't never seen no shit like this before. And the people, and I see people, Whack 100 want to get Hassan and her together and interview them together and shit. And this another Whack 100, another dumb ignorant ass nigga and shit, right? This motherfucker are gonna be like, yeah, man, well, there's a lot of shortcomings in the hood and shit. This giving it a pass for the behavior. These niggas get passes for being like this. Well, the white man and stuff set it up, so we handicap a certain opportunity. No, the white man didn't make you handicap, motherfucker. This niggas that come to this motherfucking country that can't even read, that can't speak or read English, and become overachievers. Can't read English, nothing. I know more. Okay, I taught the nigga English. I taught the motherfucking man English from Turkey. He won the lottery because they had to have a lottery to come over here, right? He won the lottery in Turkey. He from the mountains. Like when you see them in war in Afghanistan, he live in shit like that, like villages like that. That's where he live at. He live out in the mountains and shit where they got farmers and sheep and bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He come from some shit like that. He came to America working at a pizza restaurant, making, I think it was like $3.50 an hour. Minimum wage then was like $6, I think. $6, $7, some shit like that. $6.50. He making $3.50 an hour. Work 12 hours a day. Set 6 days a week. I think they gave 1 day off. 6 days a week. 12 hours a day. He speak no English. Know who taught him English? Me. It was funny because he only understood me. So like I be in there, I like lose some slang and stuff like that or whatever. So he would understand how like I would speak. So if somebody else come in there and speak to him, it would throw him off. Right? He'd be like, oh shit, he'd be scared to answer the person because he don't know how to talk. Right? I used to do stupid shit. I used to send him in the store, ask him to say, can I get screwed? Or go in there and make him buy condoms, like this dumb shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to embarrass him because I know he speak English. And the motherfuckers at the store next door be laughing and shit, right? And he'd be all pissed off. So now this nigga own a couple goddamn gas stations. And this was only like in what? This was 90. I'm talking about like 97, 98. This son of a bitch owned a couple of goddamn gas stations. So don't tell me your niggas can't do shit. He didn't go out there. He didn't have no packs. He didn't hit the block with no packs. He wasn't in the hood hustling. And this is in the middle of that whole terrorist shit. This is right when Osama bin Laden tried to blow up the World Trade Center the first time. A lot of people don't know that shit was 2 attempts.
Yeah. When they put a truck full of explosives in the parking lot.
Yup. That was the first time. This is back then. There wasn't much. America was not fucking, especially out here, was not fucking with no Muslim nothing. Know what I'm saying? And back to this lady though, like I'm like, well, goddamn, lady, like get it together. Like it shouldn't be that hard. Y'all choose that lifestyle. You choose to live where you want, where you live, an environment that you live in. You like that shit. You tell motherfuckers like they got public housing, right? But niggas will choose to live in public housing in the ghetto. Now, Connecticut got public housing in nice areas. They got public housing in Greenwich, Connecticut. Google Greenwich, Connecticut. Public housing there. You know what? You would never know it's public housing. Fairfield, Connecticut. Some of the richest areas in my county. Nate Dogg up here. What up, Nate Dogg?
What's popping, bro?
Chilling.
Yeah. And man, you making super points right now, man. I've been trying to tell dudes this for years, man. Y'all choosing to live like that, man. Stop acting like that's the only thing you can do when everybody else is doing shit better.
Yup. Yeah, they want to be like that. Yeah. I know a nigga had a store, right? And I'm like, yo, you need to like branch out. Like, you shouldn't just rely on the hood coming to your business and shit. Right. This is good shit. This nigga ain't want to put cameras on his building. I said, what the fuck kind of ignorant ass shit is that?
Yeah, that just sounds like
cops coming up in here and shit. I was like, was somebody fucking rob you, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Then you don't want to file a report because you don't want to be a rat. If you're a businessman, what did you talking about?
Exactly. So I'm saying if you saw a child get shot right here in front,
yeah.
So you wouldn't tell the authorities and shit. You wouldn't give them the camera footage. Nope. Ain't none of my business.
No? He said no?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
There's some hard street motherfuckers.
That just showed the ignorance.
Yeah.
That just showed the ignorance, man.
And like they getting old, and I'm like, how long are you gonna take this shit before you fucking like understand? Like, how long are you gonna keep this mentality in your head? Like, but nigga go damn near 80 years old with this bullshit.
I'm sure the same man is the man sitting out talking to the youngsters, talking about y'all need to stop killing each other. Y'all need to stop doing this. Y'all need to stop doing that.
Yep.
But
Shit,
you don't
Craig,
want
what up,
to.
man?
No Saint, salute. Yeah,
Hey,
big,
how you guys doing today?
big salute.
Good. But this shit retarded. And
Yeah,
it's grown ass motherfuckers.
yeah, that's one of the main things I be talking about, bro. It's like it's these people that's showing the younger generation that this is what y'all supposed to do. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. And
That's
this
why it's
dumb
so,
ass lady, right? Now I
Yeah.
say I ain't call her a bitch and shit. I say I call her stupid. Right? I call her stupid. That's about as far as I take it, right? She an old lady. Well, I don't know. She probably my same age, but she got 18 grandkids. But
Damn.
yeah, 18. Had 10
Damn.
children, got 18 goddamn grandkids, and with a house full of fucking kids that don't listen to her. She telling them to turn down the goddamn TV. The kids just totally ignored her. She said it again with a smirk, like a mean smirk on her face, right? Kids ain't paying no attention to her. They started playing some drill music.
Oh yeah, I would have had shoes flying, chairs, all kind of crap flying at me if I did some crap like that.
Yeah. Now, my father and shit, I can't even play Tommy Sotomayor in the house. My father almost just like, but he cussing and all types of shit. He like, turn that shit off in my house.
Right.
You can listen to that shit, all that damn cussing, that ignorant shit. Go back to the goddamn jungle if you want to be like that.
Woo, I like your dad already.
Yeah, he a real one. He from the South.
Yeah.
Like Mississippi burning. My father, 80-something years old. He from the South, with the Mississippi burning South. Like when it was stringing niggas up.
Yeah.
He born in the 30s.
Y'all think y'all got it hard. OGs, y'all think y'all got it hard. Y'all don't know what hard is.
Exactly. Know what he told me one day?
Yeah.
He said, niggas, he said the way niggas is today, they was better off in Africa.
Woo.
He said you were better off in the goddamn jungle than what y'all doing now. I was like, damn. Like I was young, I was a Hebrew Israelite. I looked at him crazy as hell.
Ouch. Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, like he meant that shit. He said, I ain't never had no problem with the police. And he from the South. We see it, the media tell us like it was lynching niggas and all this shit. He said police wasn't killing niggas like this in the 40s. In the 40s, they wasn't killing niggas the way they killing niggas now. He said, but people had respect for the law back then.
Right.
Yeah, I would, this is my opinion, but I would say it probably wasn't nearly as widespread information either, where he could see it as like we can see it today,
Yeah, that too. Yeah, but what he meant about it is people wasn't acting up the way they doing now. There wasn't people destroying their communities.
Yes.
They weren't people out there, well, like up north and stuff like that, like Harlem, New York, Chicago cities, they would get Memphis doing crime and shit like that. But back then where he at, people wasn't doing crime. They was too busy working.
Yeah, everybody was at work. You ain't got time for no crime.
Yeah, they said I learned that summer school was only for black kids. In the South, only black kids had. I'm not summer school. I mean, summer vacation was only for black kids because they had to help their parents work on the farms.
Yeah,
the white kids went to school all year round.
Yes,
back then. Hey, I never knew that shit.
Quick interruption real quick. I just want to send a salute and appreciate the fact that you put that on your channel about that dude. I don't need to say his name, but you know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
That dude that was trying to create all this dissension on the same kind of topic, like everybody blaming white people or whatever for their shortcomings. They're not even trying.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can't blame 1,000 people for the crap you not even trying to do.
Yeah.
You talking about they holding me back. They holding who? Who holding you back? Because I ain't seen you put out one job application. I ain't seen you follow up on one position. I seen you quit every job you started because the manager didn't talk to you right. What? Because he told you to do something when you wanted to sit down?
Yep.
Like, come on, man. I'm so tired of people in general imposing their thought process on our younger generation. Like, you don't have to. Oh, don't work for nobody. What you mean don't work for nobody? How you gonna start your own business if you don't get some money from somewhere?
Yeah. And he talking about he got his own business. That nigga ain't got shit. And I said it. I say, now what kind of businessman will take his clients' invoices and show them on a live stream. Copies of checks. And then I saw the video that I did the other day that when I played it, I had just saw it. So I was like, damn, that put the shit together. So that nigga ain't got no business. That nigga did take those invoices and shit out the trash or stole them or took them off a desk of some building he was cleaning and photocopied it and made them his own.
Yes,
so
sir.
He could show off.
Oh, it got worse. It got worse. I could give you. It got way worse. But yeah, he's just all front, bruh. And what he was trying to do was just ridiculous. Like he's trying to take us backwards. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I ain't in it. Yeah, that dude. Every time and the cold part is I started out my situation with dude by trying to help him get on the YouTube channel and help him get a channel on and put him with people that had like 500,000 subscribers and put them on their channels and all this. Yep. And I'm getting calls from these people because they take my word. Getting calls from them saying, bro, this dude is super trying to start a race war, bro. You really want me to interview this dude? And these white dudes that white dudes and black dudes calling me like, bro, I ain't trying to put that kind of stuff on my channel, bro. But
he came on my channel with that shit, right? And we had some topic. I forgot what it was. He came on there and told us that he lived in the West Indies, like St. Martin's or St. Thomas or some shit. And he said, I drive a bread truck. And
he live in.
I did some investigation on him, right? So I get over, I find French Dose. I go on French Dose shit. He up on there and he tell us some motherfucker he live in Florida. I said, nigga, last month you told us you lived in the West Indies.
See, and that's how he got exposed, right? Because we had cut him out of our community over here on the West, right? And one of my subscribers sent me a message saying that this dude, I had never heard of French Dose. And one of my subs sent me a message saying this dude, French Dose, they was just talking about you on his panel. I'm like, what? Like, who is French Dose, first of all? So I don't even go to his panel because I'm not going to watch a 2-hour live stream to find out what you said about me.
Right.
So I contact him directly like, hey, bro, this is Nate. What's up, bro? I don't know you, but rumor has it that I was being spoke on your panel. I'm just interested in having a phone call with you real quick. So, bruh, instead of having a phone call with me, he like, now you can come on the live. We're going live at 7:00. You can come on the live if you want to come on the live and we can talk about all that. So I'm like, for sure, no problem. I'll be there. So not only did I bring myself, I brought one of my homeboys that was brought up in their conversation too. So I was like, all right, bro, be here at this time. We get on there and we talking and I'm explaining my side of the situation, what happened, not explaining myself, but in letting them know what actually happened. And, there was like, you see how everybody on your panel right now, nobody's showing their faces, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that's when dude was going under No White God, right? But he wasn't really talking. He was just there, right? Yeah. And I seen the No White God thing, but while I'm watching it, while we having the interview, he either hit the button on accident or whatever, and I seen his face. As soon as I seen his face, I knew what it was all about. I'm like, oh, that's what's going on over here. You got this dude feeding this poison. And I got off and I just contacted French Dose. And then French Dose ended up getting at me on another note, like, hey, bro, you was right. You know what I mean? Dude is with the bull crap. And I'm like, this dude, he'll go to platforms that don't got nothing to do with the platforms he already had something to do with. And he'll start the same rhetoric there and then bring up our names and talk crap about us over there. You know what I mean? And it's just, we got to start weeding these cats out because if cats ain't on no positive crap, I don't even tune in. I don't watch it. I don't even watch that many YouTubers, period. I just got hip to you because I don't know if you tagged me on you. I think you tagged me in the video and I was like, who is this? And I looked and I was like, oh, he exposing the bull crap too. Good. I like him. Let me go follow his and watch every time he pop up.
Yep. And Fresh Dose and stuff, when I found him, he tried to No White God, Israelite elect, whatever the fuck he called it, 1,000 names he got. He was on this other platform, and there was this dude from Camden, like French Dose from Camden.
Right.
He said, yo, dude, you live in Camden? He said, yeah. He said, yo, man, yo, you can eat for life fucking with me. He said, yo, you do something to this dude, yo, you be eating for life. Right? You see, like, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? Like, no, say we move different in the Northeast, like, you know what I mean? Nigga, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? He gonna put this dude face up, right? It was French Dose.
Oh,
At the
wow.
time, I didn't know who the fuck French Dose was. Nobody knew who he was. So he was trying to get somebody to line French Dose up.
Ooh,
so I was like, that's some grimy ass shit. So as he came on my platform, the whole stuff started with me and this dude. So I'm digging on the internet and I come across this nigga's mugshot and shit. And then the mugshot from somebody else's channel led me to French Dose. And then I'm like, I go on there and shit. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's that dude. That's the dude picture he put up. Right? So I hit the nigga up. I'm like, yo, nigga, we gotta like kick it, like, or whatever, right? So he let me on the platform. He was cool with me and shit. He still is. But I was like, goddamn, nigga, you can't tell this nigga full of shit. Like, I'm walking. I'm holding the audience's viewers' hands.
Right.
And the motherfuckers don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You don't see how many contradictions this motherfucker got, how many lies and shit this motherfucker says back to back to back to back to back. Y'all can't see that? So it be making me think like where motherfuckers' heads at and shit though.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. So like he wants to be this Israelite. He's some like son of God and he's the Messiah and all this shit. But I was like, yo, dog, you stealing cars last year.
Yeah, but when he came on my channel, he was the because I did an interview with him on my channel. I ended up taking it down, but he at that point it was none of that. It was none of that pro black, none of that. It was I'm the leader of this division of the GDs and this and that, and I run all the GDs on my coast and this and that. And I'm like, oh, is that right? And that's how he contacted me in the first place because I had a white GD on my channel, and he messaged me like, that dude's not giving a proper representation of GDs. You need to take that video down. Hold on. First of all, you don't nobody get to tell me what I do and what I can't do. Let's get that part clear. But if you'd like to come on and tell your side of what it is to be a GD in your state, you're more than welcome. Yep. And he popped on, but first I linked them up on a 3-way call. Like I got bro phone number. We can call him and y'all can talk about whatever. And it was all good then. You know what I mean? Then you I don't know about it out there. I only know about it out here where I'm at in Florida. Oh, okay. So now you want to change up your attitude when the person's right here on the phone. Okay. So and then I hooked him. I don't know if you heard about a dude named Josh from Lockdown 23-1.
Lockdown 20. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So I hooked him up with dude to do an interview. And Josh called me on my direct line, like, "Hey Nate, dude is trying to start a race war, bro. I got an interview with him, but I can't put this up, man. But I can send it to you if you want to put it up. I'll let you put it up. I'm on the camera with him, but you get views from it. But he's starting some race wars. He's talking a whole bunch of racial stuff. I'm like, he was on the video, so I kind of felt like that was disrespectful. First of all, like, if that's how you feel, why ask me to plug you in with somebody that's white? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why ask me to plug you in with that? Like, now, if that's how you feel, you should be asking to get plugged in with somebody that's on that type of time.
Now, Negi that I just put up on the screen, he just dropped off the screen a little while ago. Negi is friends with JD from the Prison Talk or whatever. So
Prison Break.
Yeah. So we was beating up on No White God, right? And so he tried to flip it and look at Negi like he was the weakest link and try to go at Negi. Negi pulled his card. He said JD was a child molester and he writing books and shit, right? Yeah. Negi gets an interview with JD. He gets JD on his channel, on Negi's channel, the next day. And JD was like, what? He said, and he told his story, what happened with him being abducted and all that shit, right? And he said, No White God, he said, yo, that nigga was caught in some pedophile shit with him and his boy trying to lead lure some kids off the internet.
Yep.
And that how he snitched and like all this shit, right? So now I took that shit. Motherfuckers already know what I'm gonna do with that shit. I dragged that motherfucker up and down the internet. He was begging me to take that shit down. And what he did was lied on that man. And it came to find out he was friends with that man.
Right.
And he just came out and just decided to lie on him, thinking it's not going to get back to him.
Yeah, I'm on his channel. He on my channel too. Lockdown. I mean, Prison Break Raw JD. So I know what you're talking about. I know the whole story with that dude. What Montana was doing. I don't even remember. Tyler. What Tyler was doing. Well, I'm not going to give him no titles because he don't deserve none of the ones he uses.
Yeah.
So what Tyler was doing was he was just trying to create dissension between each and every one. He even went as far. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you, because there was a lot of comments and stuff while you were playing the part that you played on my video. But what he was doing is he would create a white, like he had one called like the White Aryan God, and then he had one the No White God, right?
Yeah.
Or Black Power Brother. And then he'd go on the Black Power profile, and then he'd go on white YouTubers channels that are prison YouTubers, and he'd talk reckless to them and talk crazy to them, right? And then when he would do it, he would use black YouTubers' names in it. Like he'd be like, say he come on your thing and be like, yeah, Big JD said he'll beat your ass, this, that. But then he'll go on a black YouTuber under one of the white ones, one of his white profiles. Like he came to my channel actually and was like, Nate, you can't fight. All them shows you show fighting, all that's fake. You ain't really fighting nobody. This person, and he'll use a white person, said he'll beat your ass. You can't fight. Blah, 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 blah. He was trying to create dissension. And then, we even went as far as creating like a fake Nate Dogg channel, a fake Nate Dogg profile, and go on the white channels and talk reckless to him and have them thinking it's me. But of course, anybody who watched my channel at that time, the people he was using, his biggest mistake was not knowing that real people recognize real people. Right. So when they seen me talking like that on their comments, they're like, that definitely ain't Nate. Let me go ahead and message Nate, because Nate ain't finna be talking reckless on YouTube, period. So get right at me like, hey, Nate, somebody used, and the first thing the person who he did it to said was, hey, somebody made a fake profile, man, and trolling my lives with you. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, just go ahead and delete them all, bro, because I don't even go on nobody lives really like that. So it ain't me. Yeah. But like he was like real serious about, in his mind, he was gonna destroy all the YouTubers that didn't fuck with him or didn't agree with him.
You know what's funny? You saying this? There's a dude from the UK that we call Born. Originally, it was named Born for Yah, some shit like that, right? Yeah. And he's like a little butthurt dude and shit. He does stuff like that. So I remember in the last couple of months, there have been some dudes that was using fake avatars, and he said exactly what you said. That I'm gonna bring down all of this stuff. I'm gonna go from this platform and I'm gonna talk shit and all this stuff. I'm like, go ahead, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Right? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
It might be, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about now. Because one time when I was doing a stream on him, he kept coming on and shit. I'm like, dude, you just making yourself look stupid. And I was blocking him, right? I would block him. He'd make another account. Block him. I can show you my block thing right now, and it's about like 15 names of his.
Yeah, that's what he do. I ain't saying it is him, but that's his MO.
Yep.
I mean, I wasn't there.
He started off lying with us. He started off bullshitting and lying. Yeah,
he was a clown, man. He's a clown. I'm glad you exposed him right along with the rest of us that put videos up about him. You know what I mean? It's cats need to stop biting. If cats, especially, and he be coming at the ones that, like me, he accused me of being racist against black people.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? I mean, first of all, bruh, you didn't even ride with blacks when you was in prison. Like, first of all, as a black, you didn't even roll as a black in prison. You rolled as the other when you were locked up. So, I rolled 17 years in California Department of Corrections as a black man, which is what I am. Regardless of the fact that I'm mixed or not, I'm still a black man. You know what I mean? What He went, and then he goes to that too. Oh, you ain't even really black. You half white. You got tainted blood and this and that. I'm like, bro, you lighter than me. What is you talking about?
I told him he a coolie. He Indian Jamaican. I'm like, they call you coolies. You a super cat nigga. Like, you super cat nigga. Like, know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, y'all come from, you Indian. Like, you East Indian. Like, what are you talking about?
I even got at him like on some real shit, like on some straight Instagram conversation. Like, bro, how many times you had to defend your life because of the color of your skin? Like, really? Like actually had to fight another motherfucker with a knife in his hand because of the color of your skin? Oh, never. Then how you gonna tell me about how black I am and how I had to defend myself as a black man? You know what I mean? If you ain't never had to do that, I don't want to talk to you about that. You know what I mean? We can't talk about that. You ain't shed no blood for a cause of just protecting yourself just because of the color of your skin. You know what I mean? You could talk about how white police pulled you over and harassed you, and how the white man ain't letting you start your own business because the white man wouldn't let you do this and letting you do it. White man ain't no man stopped me from doing nothing since I got out of bed, since I got liberated from them walls. Ain't nobody stopped me from doing nothing. And can't nobody stop me.
There you go.
Come on, man. This shit is clown shit.
He had some case too where he said he was in there. Oh yeah, the stolen car case. He said, "Oh, I was going out to South Carolina to do some business or whatever, and the police. It was a rental car, and they reported the rental car stolen. And I had like a pound of weed in the car. And I'm like, wait, you telling us you a messiah and all this shit, and now the story you lying about the story in the first place." And now your lie is making you look worse because you already told us that you had your kid in the car.
Oh,
so you driving around with your kid across state lines with a pound of weed? Like, you smoking that?
Even worse, just a pound, bro? I mean, I'm not promoting no kind of illegal activities, but
yeah.
You're going all the way to a whole nother state for 1 pound? 1 pound. Like, I don't even smoke, but I know the people I do know smoke that much in a month, in a couple weeks. That's out. Yeah. Like, who you? Come on, man. He done said he owned businesses, and oh man, that dude is a clown. He the clown of the year.
Clown of the year.
I was surprised. I was surprised when I first got tagged. I was surprised. I'm like, I thought we killed this dude already. Yeah, I thought we killed this dude, because after French Dose finally seen and was like, yeah, this dude is, okay. And French Dose stopped messing with him. I was like, okay, finally, we got rid of this dude again for the second time. You know what I mean? Because you see the white boys went at him, and I call them white boys because that's the name of their channel. You know what I mean? Not out of no disrespect. White Boy Lockdown Radio went at him. And then he wanted me to go at White Boy Lockdown Radio because we was promoting a fight out here between a brother and a white dude. And he was mad because I wasn't going against the white guy I wasn't promoting the black side of it. I'm like, we promoting a fight, not a race war. What you talking about?
Right.
Like, you trying to make this into something. And he ended up, all the stuff he did ended up making us basically cancel the fight because cats started getting into making it a race thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to do that.
Too. And there was shock when I was telling them about the skinhead shit. I said, all skinheads are like racist. I was like, I was a skinhead. Now they're like, huh? I'm like, I had black skinheads, motherfucker.
I had, you know what? A dude broke it down to me in prison, right? An actual skinhead broke this down to me in prison and changed the mindset. Now, when it's war. But outside of that, the dude said, look, he had racial loyalty tattooed on his neck, right? And I was like, what's that mean, man? He said, look, man, that don't mean I don't like nobody else. That just mean I love me.
Yeah.
And and I want me and my offspring to be of the same DNA makeup, man. That's it. That's all it means. He said, I don't dislike black people. I just don't want black people having sex with my daughter. Because I want my daughter to keep the DNA the same as me. I'm staying loyal to my race. Just like I know a lot of black people don't want their children mixing their DNA.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're going to mix it, stay mixing it in the black community and keep it all black. Or it's the same. But we don't, But he got this mentality like your DNA is mixed, but you steady preaching this. If you not full anything, you can't speak on it. Like, come on, bruh.
And that's how I got him, because he came on my channel the first time talking some straight up racist shit.
Can I add something?
Go ahead.
Yeah, no. That last statement when he was talking to the skinhead just makes me roll my eyes. Because it's just flawed. I mean, okay, you, as I'm sure you guys are well read. If you go back into Europe, at one time, white people were dark skinned people. It's
Right.
just it's really dumb. It's just when I hear that excuse of I just want my, why? What does it matter? What insecurity do you have that if you had some, first of all, the racial thing's all made up, right? It's all made up. No such thing.
Right.
It's just different variations of genes and recessive gene. I mean, so I don't know. You just caught me with that.
No, but you 100%. Excuse me, I mean to interrupt you, brother, but you 100 you address my comment, so I just want to address what you just said, brother.
Yeah, no problem.
You 100% right for the way you look at that, right? That's 100%. You're absolutely right. But I can't say he's wrong for feeling how he feels. You can feel like that. It could be flawed all the way through how my mindset works.
Right.
Especially since I'm a mixed race individual. You know what I mean? So and I said that to him in the conversation. So you're telling me I'm the epitome of everything you hate then, right? He said, and he was honest with me as a man. He wasn't no sucker. Don't get it mixed up. He wasn't no sucker. He was like, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
you're everything I'm afraid of in my future.
Yep.
Because he's afraid. And to me, I don't know. It's just like I said, the way I grew up, my mindset, it was just like, to sit there and fear that, one day someone might not have the same skin as you do in the future, because that's what they're scared of.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Is you're going to be dead.
Yep.
Know, and the fact that like you're mixed, you're biracial.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I'm sure you don't wake up and you feel that you're I mean, it's like
not at all.
It doesn't make a difference in anybody's, it's just so superficial.
It does not play a role in my day-to-day life at all.
Right. I mean, my kids, I don't know if you want to call them biracial. I'm married to a Colombian, South American.
Yeah.
I don't think they're one of them looks like he's skin color looks like he's from South America.
Right.
The other two look like closer to me.
Right.
One sort of looks in between almost.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's like, I don't know, man. That never entered my. It just seems like a thing from the past. Like, I mean, I know, like that's something the KKK would.
Yes,
say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and my whole family is like a rainbow coalition, bro. Let's not get it mixed up, right? Like I got a little bit of everything in my family combined, and none of us ever and we all grew up in the hood. Don't get it mixed up. We all grew up in urban areas, and none of us have ever had issues like that. And we'd never with each other or people in our neighborhood. My neighborhood got everything in it. Yeah, it's considered a black neighborhood, by those who choose to label it like that. But if you walk through my neighborhood, my old neighborhood where I grew up at right now, you're going to see everything. Like I bought a house. When I grew up, there was a neighborhood that bordered the neighborhood I grew up with that everybody black knew not to go to that neighborhood, because if you go out there, no disrespect to nobody, but this is what it was, then white boys going to get you.
Yeah.
So don't go out there unless you ready to get it popping or it's daytime. And it's dangerous at daytime too, but you really don't go out there at night. I purposely went and bought a house at this age now, bought a house in that area.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I got plans to do that too. When they tell me the same shit, I got plans to do that too. I'm like, that's why I will move right there.
Yeah, I literally own a house. Anybody from my city, when you say this, the neighborhood, the area, the part of Sacramento that I live in, when you say that, they be like, oh, it's hella white people out there, huh? You live out there?
I lived in Sacramento for like 7 years.
Okay, so when you hear Real Linda, what do you think?
Oh yeah, I know about Real Linda.
Okay. Okay. So I'm like I said, I'm mixed race, but I mean, I don't care. I'm a working man. Don't care about none of that extra shit. But I went and purposely, me and my white wife went and bought a house out in Real Linda.
Yeah. I think it's, I don't know, and especially in California, I don't know if it's as big a deal as if, like, say, Mississippi.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I'm in the New Orleans area, and
Oh yeah,
outside of New Orleans, it's like sort of like Mississippi,
right.
you know. But yeah, like
Yeah. All right, but hey, Killer B.
but it's getting, but like I
Uh-huh.
said, like it's different even when I grew up.
Right.
Because I'm living in a neighborhood and it's a mixed neighborhood. And it's not and economically it's, you know, it's working middle working class, you know, whatever. So
Yeah.
it's not like in a poor area, and we have all Hispanic, Black, and, you know, within this, you know, say 500 houses, it's mixed. It's a mixed neighborhood, really. And
All
it
right.
wasn't like that growing up. We had one. I didn't understand until I got older. We had one Black person, I think, or two, that lived on this long street I lived on.
Right.
But other than that, you would have to go over the tracks. And
Right.
I never, until I started, I would hear a song that said the other side of the tracks, you know?
Right.
I didn't really think about it until I got older. I was like, they use train tracks to separate the neighborhood.
Yep. Hey, Killer B. Hey, I appreciate you bringing me up, bro. I'm gonna get to this bag, man. Hey, I like what you're doing, man. I'm tuned in. Believe it.
Oh,
All right, man. That's what's up.
good conversation.
I
Man.
appreciate
Y'all
it.
keep doing y'all thing, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Thanks a
good
lot for coming on. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. This shit is crazy. But yeah, like out here and stuff, we had areas like that and stuff. Like our town was segregated. Like until I graduated high school. The year I graduated high school was the year that they desegregated the schools. Like the school I went to, it was mixed. But they had the northern school, that shit wasn't mixed. Like it was 99.5% white.
Right.
And I think the only Black person in there, they had a Black principal.
Where was that at?
In Connecticut, they had a Black principal, right? All the students was white. So after I graduated, they started busing in kids from the other one side of town that were like, you know what I'm saying, Black kids and Hispanics and stuff like that. And they would allow them to go to that school on the other side. But basically, it was like that area was a certain demographic of people. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like upper middle class.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? To like wealthy. So like the majority of the people lived there was white. And just like the other school and stuff was just like a mix of everything.
Yeah. I was like, it's funny you see. I think I'm a little bit. I think I'm a little bit older than you, but not much. When I went to school, I was amongst this probably maybe the second generation of integration. You know.
Yeah.
So I didn't know any different because, and I didn't even realize, you know, these are things you, as a kid, you don't think about. You know, the bus going 2 miles down the road away from the school to pick up kids, you know, it just the way it was, you know. So, I mean, there was busing and things like that from different areas, you know. But I grew up, I went to public. Now, down where I'm at here, the biggest, because depending on where you live, you can live, like where I live, the school, the elementary and right before 8th grade, the schools are average and are probably not that great. And then because of the zoning, the middle school and high school are really good. So, but and we're in public schools, but now people just here segregate because of the you know, we don't have the best education system down here. They segregate by sending their kids to like private schools. So all the private schools are basically, and I just, first of all, I don't have the money to do that. Secondly, I'm like, I pay taxes. I'm not paying I'm not paying 10 grand a year to send my kid to a private school. But that's basically how the people with money segregated from public school once they got integrated, you know. They sent their kid to private schools and Catholic schools down here. A lot of Catholic parochial schools and stuff. But
I want to spin it back to this FBGD FB. I don't know why I call it FBGD,
but I'm new to it. I've I've heard some mentions on maybe Star was talking about it a little bit.
Yeah. Basically, he was a Chicago rapper that his last song became the end of his life. He made a song against the other gang, Dead Members. And he was telling, like, I guess there was a girl that died and stuff. And he was like, yo, I'll make you suck my dick. And like all time, it was crazy. The video was fucking crazy as hell. Like the shit that he's saying in it.
And how popular is this? How popular was this rapper?
Like he was popular in the whole Chicago scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know too much about the whole gang thing and stuff. Like, this, like, I did watch some stuff like on the gangs, like what was different about the two and where they came from and stuff. But it all started like from some young kids that were murdered at a young age, and the thing just grew, and there's a whole bunch of bullshit, like regular old gang shit. But the school systems and shit too, like in Chicago's fucked up in these neighborhoods. But I don't think it's the school system. It's a lot of the students. Like the students, like I go to school now, right?
Yeah.
I got some grown-ass niggas and shit. These is grown-ass niggas. We not kids that are disruptive in class. That, like, you know what I mean? Like, to certain people, like some people could look over it, but some kids are distracted by, say, like if the class is going on and you got students in there talking. That was one of my problems when I was a kid. Like I was easily distracted. So if there's a conversation, the teacher teaching, and there's a conversation going on, I'm trying to do both. Like, you know what I mean? Instead of just listening to the teacher. So you get these kids, just like I mentioned before, how this dude's mom was on the live talking her big shit, and the kids is playing all this music, and she tell them to turn it down, and the shit didn't get turned down. She told them again, and they turned it up. You know what I mean? So if they not listening to their mama or their grandmama, they ain't gonna listen to the teacher. Know what I'm saying? So I know there's a lot of schools that don't have funding and stuff like that, but a lot of it starts at home.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I think you're correct. I went to this high school, and I wasn't a good student at all. And the high school I went to was, and it's worse today than it was back then as far as, distractions. But you're right. In a public school setting, there's a lot of distractions. And if you don't have direction, you can get lost. You can get lost in the shuffle. But I wanted to say when the last guest was on, Nate Dogg, I think it was Nate Dogg.
Yeah, Nate Dogg,
was that y'all were talking about the kids and stuff. And I always point to my friend Sheen. He had a paternally, what is it? Not an identical twin, but his brother, they were twins, fraternal twins. And it was so opposite. So Sheen, he was in the band. He was an honor student, and his brother was the football on a really good. We had really good football teams at my high school, and he played football. He was the cool, he was the cooler of the two. Like like a nerd,
right? Yep.
He has like 2 or 3 degrees and is a pharmacist in Atlanta right now, and his other brother's struggling. And they were a single mom. Had a single mom, same twins, same environment, same school. One had direction, one had a vision, and the other one didn't. I mean, it's
same thing out here. All the high school football stars, they ain't doing shit right now. And you looking at them like the 50 Cent song, like, damn, homie. Back in the day, you was the man, homie. Fuck happened to you?
Right.
And now the nerd and shit getting all the bread and stuff. And my mother told me this too. Cause like I was a little fly motherfucker back in elementary school until I got into skateboarding, and I ain't give a fuck how I dressed from there. But like I was the first kid in school with Jordans. When the Jordans first came out, first kid in school with Jordans. First kid with his ear pierced and shit, with a diamond earring in his ear and the gold chains and all this shit. And turn the damn shit off. All right. I gotta go in a little bit. Mm-hmm. What I was saying. Yeah, about the clothes and the shoes and all that stuff. The white kids came to school and like regular department store sneakers and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Just like regular shit. And like kids was picking on them and stuff, like, cause you know we wearing expensive stuff and shit like that. And my mother like, don't ever laugh at them. She said, watch what they're gonna be doing when they finish school. She said their parents saving their money, you know what I'm saying, for their education and all this stuff. She broke that shit down to me, and I'll be damned if she wasn't right. Like I used to go skateboarding in New Haven. I live near New Haven, near Yale University, right? So we used to see the Yale students and we used to bug out because we all know they filthy rich, they in Yale, right? And these kids was walking around with like ripped sweaters, they got holes in their shirts and shit like that, but they fucking go to Yale. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So they weren't, their goals was different. You know what I'm saying? My parents wanted me to have, like, I was like, I had a good childhood. Like, I got everything I wanted. I was a spoiled brat. We didn't lack for shit.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, my parents, like I said, they was from the deep South. Like, my mom, she dropped out of school in 5th grade because she had to help the family with the farm and shit. My father, he finished high school and stuff. But, you know what I'm saying? But we're not talking about, like, dropping out in the 70s and the 80s. I'm talking about dropping out in the 1940s. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was that environment was a little different. Like, things was going on different than what is going on now. And they made something out of themselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't lack at all. I grew up in a house. You know what I'm saying? My parents owned a house in one city. When I moved here where I'm at now, when I was 3 years old, we still owned a house in the other city. And like people had money. There was a big industry, like military stuff and like aircraft. Like where I live at, there was a lot of industrial like jobs and stuff. People had money.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of jobs for people. But then a lot of the stuff started moving out.
Right.
And shit started going downhill for a lot of people. Now, unfortunately, like it wasn't us, but you know what I mean. But my mother taught me that shit. Is like, yo, don't think that they wrong for not buying their kids department store sneakers. Where you wearing some $50 sneakers, they buying some sneakers they got from the department store, like from Kmart and shit that only cost $5.
Man.
Know what I mean? They got a plan.
Yeah, you definitely.
You're gonna see they plan play out. Know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see they plan play out. So you see these kids, like that woman that I'll talk about, FBG Duck's mom. She on the show. It was probably her dead son's chain or whatever, right? But she got the big diamond chain and fancy cars and all that stuff. But you look where she live at, it looked like she in a damn project, like or like an apartment. And I'm like, all right, this dude's just splashing all this money. Every time they on live, they showing money. But you got an old dollar store fan leaned up against the chair in the house. Like, know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Hey. Like you see people out here living in the projects with a BMW.
Right.
But they live in the projects. So like the new parents, or not saying the new parents, but the new parents in these bad predicaments in these bad neighborhoods, they focus on the way they look and how people see them rather than actually getting their shit together. So they can fake it. If they're gonna fake it, they'll do anything to fake it.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? So they might not have shit, but they walking around with $300 sneakers.
Yeah, I see that.
Know what I mean?
That's the same here.
And they will fight and kill each other over the shit. And at the end of the day, nobody got nothing. The sneakers not worth nothing after you wear them motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's nothing. It's sad, man. It's a sad situation and shit. But I gotta close this motherfucker up and shit. I gotta get ready for school and everything. What up, Nicozy? I see you in the chat.
Man, I'm enjoying this. I'm gonna come on here more often when you're on here, man. I'm enjoying
Yeah, you've been out here for a while and never said nothing. Never came on.
Yeah, definitely. So, and Negi, he took off on us. He's in there, but
Yeah, Nagy always does that. Leaves abruptly and stuff. He knows for doing that shit.
I made a little
Nagy's
comment.
like,
He
all right, I'm out. And he just hang up.
something.
I was like, damn, Nagy, what happened? Like, I used to think, I'm like, damn, what the hell did I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's just Nagy. That's just what Nagy does.
It's funny, man. I put a little comment. He didn't react to it. I don't know if he saw it. I was like, I put in there, oh, yeah, he's definitely a Jake.
Yeah, Nagy's a trip, man.
Yeah, man. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what he said. Okay, see you, killer. And he'd be out.
Yeah.
Yup. He'd be out. He'd be gone.
I'll let you get back to go to school. I love school, man. When I take classes now, I'm a good student now when I go to classes. But
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too. This shit crazy. And I'm like, damn, I got all these motherfuckers right. I'm like, oh shit. But in school, I've been scratching my head and shit.
Dude, I felt like I was stupid in high school, and then eventually, when I got my career going and stuff, I started taking some classes in Michigan. I was living in Michigan. I wasn't taking a full load, but I was like making the dean's list and stuff. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to go back after I finish this. I'm gonna keep going. For real, I'm gonna keep going because I'm like, damn, this shit easy. Like, and this shit that I'm doing when I was in school, I didn't understand. Like, you know what I mean? And now I'm older and I'm doing this shit, and I was like shook. I'm like, damn, I did horrible in this shit in school. Like, now I'm doing it. I'm like, I got this shit right. I got this shit. Everybody in class, yo, what you get for number 3? Yo, what you get for 15?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because you live a little bit, or it's just because now you're going because you want to, and before you had to, and you were distracted by all the other things going on around you. But
yeah.
I'm like, well, damn, I didn't know. Didn't know I could have. I was scared to go. I didn't go to college when I got out of high school because I was like, ain't no way I can pass college.
I went 1 year. And I had all slow kid classes. I didn't get no credits.
Right. The stuff you're supposed to do in high school. Yep.
Because I did horrible on the placement test. Like, I did drastically horrible. Like, horrible.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been able to. I would have been in all those classes too. In fact, when I went to a couple of community colleges soon after high school, I was in like remedial math, and I was in all the remedial classes.
Yep, I was a remedial motherfucker from the beginning to the end of fucking school.
This is the experience. This is the experience, and this is why, I don't want to keep you too much longer, but it's my first kid he's an honor roll. He's on his way. He has. My second kid was until this last 9 weeks, like the whole, from 6th, 7th grade, I'd have to be on him. He'd be failing, and then at the last second, he would pass. And all his teachers would say, yeah, he just doesn't do his work, but he can get all A's on his test. That's what he does. He'll wait till
that's the same thing I used to do. Yeah, the same exact thing I used to do. Yep.
This year he's in 8th grade. I didn't look. We told him, if you fail, that's I'm not tired, because now you can look on the computer and keep up with what your kids are doing,
Right.
And I looked like a week before the report card came out, and he basically, only thing he didn't do well in was English. He passed it, but he had A's and B's and everything else. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyway, I gotta let you go because I can talk to you forever. So
yeah, man, you gotta come out more often and stuff. I might go live tonight. I might be on here tonight. I think it's something to talk some shit about. But if these gangster motherfuckers don't chase me down for making this video, but yeah, man, it's sad. Yeah, it's a sad thing. But yeah, I gotta close it up. Thank y'all for coming through.
Have a good day.
Oh yeah, the cozy up in here. Naked Springfield, the Paz, Funky Pass Around Snatch. These motherfuckers with these names, yo.
I know, right?
Big O. Who else we at? Nate Dogg up in here. Who else? Yup.
Got a crew on there today.
Yeah. Yup. And no Saint. So yeah. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. I enjoyed the time, enjoyed the talk. And I'm out. I'm out of here. Before I say anything else, and I'll be another half hour. All right, y'all. Take care. Oh, yeah. Don't forget the Sport Nagy Springfield. He put his cash app in that. Nagy, put it in the comment board. Explain like what you're trying to do and stuff. Put it in the comments and stuff. And I'll pin it to the top. So we'll get that thing together and stuff. I have to put it on the bottom because I saw something the other day. It allowed me to put, that was the banners. I think you could put more than one. Let me see something here. Now it's not letting me do it. It let me do it the other day. It let me put, there it goes. I know how to do it now. I could double up. Let's see if I got to put, okay. I could put up one thing like that. I'm going to start using this thing here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to double it up in the thing and have both of our things up on here. So we get you some bread and shit so you get your ass to Japan. Somebody said, if they donate a rock, would you hit Judah Nazareth? I with it. You might have to do an on-location report at Judah Nazareth's house. You might have to do that shit. Coming live from Tokyo, Japan. Tokyo, Japan's fucking rooming house. You gotta like, pull up. I'm in your hood. You gotta go to that store next door to the house and get one of them Japanese sodas and shit. No, you gotta get a Japanese beer. Japanese 40 ounces if they have one. They'd be like, pull up, motherfucker, I'm in your hood. Oh, man. But yeah, we'll get up out of here, yo. Peace. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget.